Tia. Now some mobile boom 2-1. Video no. Hello?
Maybe
a pass about me time soon. Me watching it. How far? One analysis here. The Chelsea didn't actually finish it. Now, analysis here.
When he was a what is that gun when he was okay. Crystal Palace at the Biama show, my draw. Chris must spend what Chelsea.
Oh, how many points?
Oh, yeah, but
the starting season, you besides how many points? How many points? Oh, how many points?
Some question. I mean,
how many points? How many points?
There were 3 points.
Minus how many goals? My catch minus 3 goals. 3 points minus 3 goals. After 3 games in your third season in the English Premier League season, what were 3 games? Your third season. 1-0 now share against Fulham the catch and you game behind to was then Chelsea can call your analysis. But I know if he says do Chelsea analysis, if United then I will catch him. What can you say again? Because on the 27th of August, now we do that. We be so. We say, I could finance Liverpool there. I don't know Saturday Liverpool there. The young crowd. You be bomb to Kasasa.
Okay, Saturday.
Then I can.
Game no me, I know so we beat Liverpool.
You know that you beat them.
Oh, Nyambutre. And I'm saying, and Yamam Unity, Yamam Yudu.
What's the name? Striker, them
then some question. Mammy Kasa.
Yano.
Oh, you see, and then we said there will be an count other Facebook OD. I said, me, I'm a forward, Richardo, what be some question?
My analysis, I
know what be some question. I mean, you are not.
Because Obieti.
Me do some Liverpool. But me catch up say. Now you lack the presence of number 10.
This is the number 10.
You not exist at the game now. Your problem back when you solve it. Then 2, your game management. Your game management and your problem. Yes, and say you're an incredible team, but a funny coach. You're a funny coach. Very good. Otama so. Yana in Chesicano in Shawanzo 4 point. Madden. What maybe analysis only Otama so. 11-4.
Just to watch it. Now my time is 11-5 next so. Senior guy. Come 40 seconds. Mami fan can America. Mami chia CD mo. Any chip. Any Friday say up
and yawa
when you be uti be Chelsea for in ya mi
everything hag na ma
net hag
77 ya mo nyama ba form na no pay
Chelsea be an kai analyst ka be cheche musa
na Chelsea team na
enye kra na wo de wenya 4 points
a boogie side da bia wo hye no ono ababo draw which na na mu praise na wa na de be
boogie side wo ko Brighton wo de enye boogie side and then kwa na wo boogie side
ofi se game me na first goal, Panya, refinance, Sky, and a version for no. So,
let's go to Romania now.
Can go no, I refinance outside. I'm so call for a better. Well, they're starting game very well. They're starting very, very well. First goal, second goal, and they're Casemiro name. Come in, muchacho, you know. I never started something.
So, you tell me, say, Casemiro,
right, and it's a no waste time.
You're born in down.
Maybe, yeah, Bobo. When you found the Tiami, and a normal say, so when you found over body Tiami, so as I mean, you know, I mean, making sure that me players as you see.
There be any son of you. He kicked the ball away. That's exactly what they can write. Say, yeah. Oh, you just found it, Tiano. I don't know, call them now, Bobo, not touching it. It is a yellow card. You see, in my opinion, you can argue, say,
that was too harsh.
No, yes, you can say that.
Because Sabra no a yellow card.
No, again, yes, it's my too harsh, we don't argue, but it's still the rules. It's a red card. It's a general coin. Again, inside game, Jean Pedro Yebi, and San Conus D and the second yellow, Boma Farman, and that's the inconsistencies of English Premier League name. It's Chelsea Echo Kobo, team my friend Crystal Palace or Stamford Bridge. You mean how Chelsea fans feel about this game? Because there's a mixed feeling for a lot of people. Ecofobia say, Dadana. Ebisuji say, oh, who the imprint of Enzo Maresca on the game. Now, this is a picture that came after Sir Brighton friend Nicholas Jackson, and we see a big chance in the second half. Maybe see Enzo Maresca say, if after the one started there, then you should be ready. But you can't fault Enzo Maresca too much. last season around this time, not Chelsea, about 3 games in the Premier League. Or say about draw the first one against Liverpool. Ekolusu 3-1 against West Ham. This time, it's a game that has changed. Actually, Crystal Palace is one of the most difficult sides to play against in the English Premier League. Game, you need to be very careful, else you struggle against them. And now, in a diamond midfield with some 3 back. And so we shall Wolverhampton won those games now. About to find Moise Caicedo as the first receiver. Wolves to phone a targeting a power, and they could win the ball off him. In this game against Crystal Palace, Chelsea now use Abrante's friend Moise Caicedo as back of the back 4. And about next to Abrante's friend Levi Cole, then Wesley Fofana, and Abrante's friend Marco Correa kept the weight as fullbacks. Then it was Abrante's friend Cole Palmer rather drop it inside to come and receive the ball and play on the half 10. So Osha saw Chelsea go down Moshena. I think that it was a very, very good display of the transitional ability of the team. Not him saying he carried the yellow card. The ball went quickly from Levi Cole or Willie Sabodo, sent it into the part of Noni Madueke. I only use space. For me, it's the usage of space near the best thing. Abrante from Noni Madueke played it to that channel, cuts back, and then Chelsea following a 4v3 in that area, really getting the first goal in the first. I think so the first half was very controlled. Press, counter press, and again, you can tell exactly Adia Enzo Maresca person here. Oshe game now. CH. Chelsea in your XG of 2 points and more. I think 2.26. Crystal Palace in your XG of 0.36. Less than 1 XG in that game. But Chelsea said just 1 goal. Crystal Palace share 1 goal. It means that Chelsea for the very first time over against a very, very deep-seated low block this season, they're able to create the chances against teams like this. They're able to carve them open. But the big problem still remains. Chances need to be better than Noni Madueke. Ebi beto Marco Palmer, ebi beto Nicholas Jackson. All of them could not finish their chance, and Ebrechi Eze popped up with an excellent goal. Emma Crystal Palace for a 1-1. And this is the first time at Chelsea in Crystal Palace, our Stamford Bridge, are ending in a draw since 1995. But again, like I'm saying, Oko international break now. You take some of these results. Meaning, so Osha Nicholas Jackson chance now.
Oh, man.
Boys, it's
90 minutes, yeah.
But that was a very, very difficult chance. But Angle very tight. And after scoring that goal, as you said, Nico, building the confidence, kakra, our games now, which, share, Molusu 3 goals to 0 to Liverpool. But before I also, I want to listen to Anslot. Or can Simbi?
Obeba Meswasing.
Anslot voice, mommy. Don't rush it. We'll come to you.
Boy, video. Unim the way. Obeba Meswasing no about boy. I said,
from a high pressure, yeah. One was disallowed, and that was from playing out from the back. So I would have loved that one to count, but unfortunately didn't.
I saw your press conference, and you mentioned that Manchester United's style is different this season.
Same with Chelsea, the NBA, which Antonio Conte too, Romelu Lukaku too, and check. And a pound of goalkeeper did the red card. And nobody on player ever made them as on goalkeeper on that day. Now, just around the 90 plus 5 minutes from the wide area, Kavicha Kavriskela Jemo Radima Lorenzo, then look at that typical 10 of Avalanche friend Romelu Lukaku. They are obviously peg to turn around and pin you, spin you, and then the left-footed shot. Romelu Lukaku, actually, the equalizer for Napoli. Omobo game Frank Andre Zombo Anguissa, the winner for Napoli. Emma Napoli 2-1. Antonio Conte enya 2 wins out of 3 games after getting a man Romelu Lukaku onya the man of the match also for the day. And a Napoli for Eka. After so she go no catch Napoli for say we use muti the bibia ebe kama in straight to the Spanish La Liga. Rich Robert Lewandowski will say before the beginning of the season. And yeah, doubting him now. He's telling us that he still has it.
A revamp. Brandon is a
no, you see which the structure in which Barca has a flick a use. Game against Valencia Athletic Club, Real Valladolid, Veracruz, sorry. And over the weekend game of boy, you could tell clearly. Sir, Barca are playing in a specific way. How did they play? In Fiifi-Manfred, after the injury of Bernal, it has become Casado, Pedri, and Danny Olmo. But me, they are any fair the way Hansi Flick airborne a Barca ball and he said, so he doesn't hesitate to go direct. Ushaboa, Paul Kubasi, setting up Rafinha Goda. It was from deep areas. Paul picks up the ball and then break the lines from 40-35 yards and then finds a branch friend Rafinha. Now, most of all, and the same structure, the same 3-2 build up, the same tiki taka, but then more direct because all over there, Inigo Martinez, then you have a branch here, your friend Paul Kubasi. In between them, Jules Koundé become the third center back. You have Alejandro Bardo keeping the weight on the other side, and look at the branch friend Rafinha, member into the house space. You have either Pedri or Olmo next to Cancelo in the first phase of build up. Omnia transitive from that phase, then one of them will go into the number 10 in the house space area. You have a branch Lamine Yamal all keeping the weight. Then Lewandowski getting on the end of a lot of the balls, and of course a lot of credit to Abrantia, your friend Hansi Flick, and this boy, Paul Kubasi. See, Makan, for me, the ball playing ability of Kubasi doesn't excite any because player be attitude for La Masia do Nimbonebo, Eric Garcia Nimbonebo, all the boys that come from there, they can play the game. But it is the physicality and aggression levels of Paul Kubasi in 1v1 duels. That is what makes me understand that he's made for the top and play away on the markets now. 150 million. Barca are getting free from the La Masia. 61 minutes, 79 touches, 1 assist, 68 passes. Everything goes through Abrantia, the friend of Paul Kubasi in there. Danny Olmo, 2 games, 2 goals also fitting in our system. No? And of course, Rafinha, big hat-trick and then 1 goal for Team Efeno FC Barcelona. There was pressure on Real Madrid, especially after Barca for Equatorial international break with a perfect score. Real Madrid had to deliver. And at the Santiago Bernabeu, yes, in conformity about the penalty, Betis for conceding Madrid and all the things around it. But then, like Vinicius Junior on Instagram after the game, no, the Santiago Bernabeu was waiting for Abrantia for the killing Luton Mbappe. And he got 2 goals for Team IFN Real Madrid. See, I know some people are talking about the absence of Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos ended back into the Madrid team in game. The control of Toni Kroos definitely will affect the team. But for me, a time as you say, Carlo Ancelotti will change how he wants to play. Maybe he said, Eduardo Camavinga returning full flesh into the team. Something more can change. But Barca needs a lot of balance in the middle of the pack. Oma try with other goalers. Sometimes Ibrahim Diaz Moba, they get the team some balance. But you could tell that the telepathy between Abrantia, your friend Kylian Mbappe, and of course the attacking players. This time, Federico Valverde. Look at that pass from Federico Valverde to break the lines. Just 1 flick. And Mbappe was right there to flick it in. Of course, the second one was the penalty from Abrantia, your friend Vinicius Junior, Real Madrid. It's of course La Liga standings now 12 points for Barcelona, 8 for Team friend Real Madrid, 8 from Atletico de Madrid, and then we are coming to
Yambo Vinicius Junior so Abaso. Abrantia no chance a professional. Yeah. Was before Mbappe joined Real Madrid, man for so because of Mbappe clout now 100. Bia to some extent, Obeka say, or Baba the new face of Real Madrid. Ebiana Vinicius no penny. So be but so Vinicius Bibia oh ye be obo say Mbappe a yard your Real Madrid.
Yeah, me catch you the last time.
For the penalty about so.
Yeah.
Chama Jena Kobo.
See, Rich, in the recent times at Madrid, I do the highest level piano. There is always a Messi, there is always a Benzema and a Ronaldo. And so we play the Benzema role. And in every even institution. Obi a betting at top, but one person
so a mature or a mature player,
and lead, then you stay second fiddle to them. Which you starting English Premier League season. Match day 1, Man United at first position, 3 points, 1 goal. Match day 2, Man United 12th position, 3 points, not minus ever. Match day 3, maybe I'm more than in 14th position, 3 points, minus 3 goals. Hey. Now. We will get there. The table is shaping up just like it's supposed to shape. Obia did that baby I saw that. Omomunya 4 points, 5 points, 7 points. Liverpool and Manchester City have exact number of points as Omunya. See, I don't want to talk too much about Man City, but this boy called Erling Braut Haaland, and now on over the weekend, quality display, another hat trick. The list of players are more hat-trick in the English Premier League. He is up there with all of them. One season or starting here, this is his second hat-trick. Yes, against team friend Ipswich Town and West Ham United, getting the hat-trick in the match day 2 and match day 3. Abrante friend Erling Haaland in 15 goals in 2024, or 20 goals, 69 games, 69 goals, an average of 1 goal per game. And Abrante friend Erling Haaland and Arsenal could not win that game against Brighton and Hove Albion. I think that a big talking point was the red card to Abrante, your friend Declan Rice. But apart from that, you could still see the pressure.
What kind referee explanation or the ama as to why Oma Rice that red card? What doesn't make sense.
Rules. The rules were stipulated to club Bia. Yes, this season. Who wasted time? Anything that time waste warrant a yellow card.
Now, Adena.
How did you get this result today?
Last season they were man marking on the midfield and they had a press with the 7 and 11, so with the striker and one of the wingers jumped with him. This season they are more with a 9 and 10 press, so they're more in a 4-4-2.
Because your voice has a moon shed now.
But that was the only available one. But and sort can I say? Daniel Sturridge Ebisani said in the pre-match press conference, Okasa said we're analyzing Liverpool team, Man United team. They don't know who. It was last season. No more Mamaki or Fiifi-Manfred. No more press 7 and 11. But this season, Ocha in the 4-4-2 mid block. Now, say so about 2 more. More very good without the ball, and that's what CH the best managers. And I think Ancelotti has won me over. For me, the best managers, Makanifia say several times, clear communicators. As someone can otiase on your culture easily for you. Liverpool for certain pressing traps, baby, Man United. But even with the experience of that midfield, they couldn't realize that they were pressing traps. Rich, it was Delete and Leandro Martinez, 2 top centre backs in terms of breaking the lines and passing from the back. Liverpool for kept Mohamed Salah, any Abrante Luis Diaz wide. In that they are 4-2-4 mid-block narrow shape. Now, allow because you want to forcibly go direct and not circulate the ball. The ball now finds itself to Abrante Casemiro. Also pay attention because Bruno Fernandes rally through the channels, no go through them. It's Liverpool for the shader. They won't force you. They allow you to take the ball out wide. And once Abrante they use the energy levels of Ryan Gravenberch, wins the ball, turns it over, it becomes a 1v1. It usually Liverpool goes don't say nah. The ball comes inside from the wide area. Either say Lecture side on him, 1v1, Mohamed Salah across it, then Lecture Edwin Pam. Then the goal comes in, Mohamed Salah born again, 1v1 on the other side. Then the goal comes in. You can tell clearly. Say Ancelotti has come in, but a proper JPB manager, or Tino Beso Enase, or certain pressing traps, and Mani Tino, give them a structure to try in. But Mubono, too direct, too transitional, and without the ball, nothing really happens. See, Ancelotti was clear. And I think the pressure goes back to Papa Alfred Eric Ten Hag. After the game, Mohamed Salah said, see, I say more clear to Liverpool for. At age 32, it is still clear. Say he has a lot to offer Liverpool. It's the ABA sporting directors no air said they won't give him a contract extension. Because Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold still have less than a year on their contract. ABA Jones said they'll let him go. But Mohamed Salah is telling everybody, say he has a lot in him. Also, when they were born the last game Old Trafford for the year, Obianca in Chileno, nothing is on his table. I know that he is reminding the sporting director something, and he would want to stay at team, my friend, Manchester United. Eric Ten Hag said, Mokasa too much.